Welcome to the City of Detroit's Black History Month celebration, as curated by the Office of Arts, Culture, and Entrepreneurship and Detroit Media. Please join us here on Channel 22 at 7 p.m. each weeknight and on the city's YouTube page and the Detroit ACE page on Facebook to watch special programs, see amazing performances, and learn about Detroit's powerful Black history.
Natural hairstyles are as diverse as the rainbow of shades that make up our race. We know that hair discrimination still exists, even though more and more African American men and women are rocking their natural hair. I'm Vicki Thomas. I'm the Communications Director for the City of Detroit under the leadership of Mayor Mike Duggan. And we're here at Detroit's first multicultural luxury salon right in Midtown. Katrina Wilson is the owner, one of our panelists today. Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you for coming in to Creme Brulee. We appreciate all of you, and this is a much needed controversial conversation that we're going to have today.
So Katrina, let's start with you. I know we've had conversations before, and you mentioned that you were actually a victim of hair discrimination.
I actually was. So before I actually founded Creme Brulee, I wanted to challenge myself. I went into corporate America. I have a master's in business. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I was really ready for entrepreneurship. So I said, I'm going to get into corporate America, and I have a 5-year goal. I'm going to stay there 5 years to challenge myself to see if it's something that I really wanted to do. They wanted me to look a certain type of way, and they wanted me to act a certain type of way. They felt that if my hair wasn't silky and straight, that I couldn't do it. So even when I tried to explain to them,
you didn't fit in.
I didn't fit into their image of what they wanted it to be. So even when I explained to them, I'm like, hey, it's summertime, and I don't want to relax my hair or anything like that. So what I did is I want to say an experiment, but I wore my hair straight. We had like a 4-day conference somewhere out in like South Carolina. I wore my hair straight that day, and then the next day it was poofy, and they're like, they didn't necessarily pull me to the side. They were like, hey, you had a fun night, didn't you?
Antoine, let me move on to you. Have you ever had that sort of an experience, and how long have you been rocking your locks?
Vicki, I appreciate the question.
Or are they twists? I don't want to touch it. Just
No.
Without asking.
We can start there, but that's we're gonna start there.
Let's start there.
Let's start there. I started locking my hair in 2001, and I actually stopped because I was doing a study abroad in Japan. So I restarted in 2002 when I got back to the States, and I've been growing them ever since. I resonate tremendously with Katrina. I have worked in the professional sector, both on the private and the public side, in architecture and community development. If I had $1 for every time if I was asked if I was the weed guy.
We're the weed guy.
Oh, I get it all the time.
Seriously?
Oh, absolutely. I've been asked if I'm a musician or an artist, right? Because I gotta be, because all the musicians, they wear locks, right? It's in the rule book. So none of it ever pertains to the fact that I'm an Ivy League graduate. None of it turns that I do architecture and urban planning for over 25 years. None of that ever comes up. When I get in elevators, I could be dressed like this, and people will go to the other side of the elevator, right? Because they're concerned because I'm threatening. So I resonate tremendously with many of these dialogue. And as you heard from Katrina, if you look up Google now, professional hairstyles, and if you look up Google on things that are threatening or those kinds of things, you see images of African American men almost exclusively for images that are unbusinesslike. And so the fact that we maintain it, the fact that we wash our hair, all those kinds of things. Do you wash it? Yes, we do wash our hair. It's unfortunate that these narratives exist, but it's something that exists even to this day.
Rochelle, when I first met you, I think you were wearing locks, maybe, and then now you have the short fro. And you wear it well, by the way.
Thank you very much. This was an interesting journey because when I interviewed to come and work in Detroit, and this was 2000, so this was just the turn of the century. People were just coming out of the 1900s. And I had straight hair that I wore in a sort of a short I look like a 1950 school teacher.
Like a bob, maybe?
Like a bob. They put it on the front page of the Free Press. Everybody said, oh, she's coming. Well, you know, just like Katrina, when the weather changes, you have to do something else. So thank God for Nefertiti, because the first thing I said was, okay, it's time for some locks. I'm not going to be doing this with my hair every week. I literally, and as a public figure and a columnist, you know, my picture runs with the column, and I made them change the picture every time I changed my hair. So first of all, I got on their nerves because I changed my hair every 6 months. And the very first time I started my locks, I got a call from someone, a reader, saying, why don't you comb your hair? Wow. And this was a black woman. Wow. I do want to make sure that people understand that this is not solely a racial thing. Okay. This is something that has to do with stature and what people assume that stature is, which means for a long time, my family was like, well, you know, we know you're doing that for the summer, but are you going to, I'm like, I'm not going to do anything else until I feel like it. So I'd go back and forth. I have 13 different hairstyles. This one was easy. I had foot surgery on March 5th of 2020. 1 week later, everybody else caught up with the pandemic. I was in a mask, I was in quarantine, but you know, when everybody had to go in, I was already in. October, months and months, I finally said, okay, I cannot stand it. I called my stylist. I said, empty the salon. I'm double masking. You got to cut this Angela Davis size afro off my head. She cut it off. This is what was left. This is what you will see from now on. I'm not changing it again. And here's the funny thing. The most compliments I've had of any hairstyle I've ever had from people, no matter what color, no matter what age, which is stunning to me.
Dylan, let's move to you. What's your experience been wearing the fro, especially in the workplace?
Yeah, it's for me. I've been very intentional about being me, unapologetically. And I grew up on the East Side, so and I grew up with the heroes of the likes of Allen Iverson, and, you know, Ben Wallace, you know, hometown heroes. So for me, I always saw those guys just be unapologetically themselves. Obviously, they're athletes, but for me, I took that as no matter what I do growing up, I'm going to make sure that I be my whole self, right? So I went to school in Florida, got my degree at Full Sail University in recording arts. I'm a creative by heart, so naturally I just try to push the boundaries, push the envelope. And I came back and I ended up working for the city, and I'm happy to be here and excited. And if you see me walking around the building, you'll see me wearing my fro. You'll see me in I'm a little lax today, but I'm usually in a suit or in a blazer or something like that. But even at lunch, when I leave the building, I'll be walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? I'll be, you know, just being me with the rest of our team. And I will see individuals who have that traditional look, the tie, you know what I'm saying? The slacks, and, you know, the whole traditional look. And they would look at me funny. Like, who's this young dude? You know, me being young, who's this guy? He got a suit on, he got his hair out like a fro. He's wearing, one time I wore 2 braids to work, you know what I'm saying, with my suit. Like, who is this guy thinking, you know? But I love that because it speaks boundaries and it represents something bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm from the East Side. So there are individuals who are the same color as me, who wear their hair like me, who unfortunately don't feel as though they can push the envelope. So for me to be able to sit in these meetings and still be me and be accepted, because when I open my mouth, they know, like, oh, it's more than just his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than that. He has something to say. So I take pride in being myself wholly.
And Nefertiti, you are the boss, so you don't have to worry about what the boss says about your look or your hair. But have you had any experiences as a black woman rocking your natural hair or Afrocentric styles? Have you had any bad experiences?
Well, so I have been a natural hair culturalist, specializing in the cultivation of naturally kinky curly hair for 27 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
It's a long time. And so I am a child of the 70s, right? So if you are a child of the 70s, natural hair, afros, I mean, all that was part of the accepted era. It was how we expressed ourselves, right? So I grew through that. But in establishing my business as a person that does natural hair, I understood that many African American men and women wanted to rock their natural hair in a professional environment, right? So what I did was I curated a way to style the hair, not process the hair, but really just to style the natural hair in a way where there were no questions. They felt good about it. So that's what I know to do. That is our signature. So to answer your question, I haven't, but many of my clients surely have, and I've heard all these stories, and I am really disappointed that we're still having this conversation.
So you may have read the story I shared about Teamy, an 18-year-old who wore her natural hair in a fro for the first time, and she was told at a career day that her hair didn't, quote, look professional.
Wow.
And so she lost some self-esteem as a result of that, but some teachers and then some of her other classmates came to the rescue. They protested. And so the fact that when you wear your natural hair, and I can attest to it myself because I'm on that natural hair journey. My previous job, I wore my my Afro puff to work.
Okay.
And you would have swore that I had just stepped off of Venus. Everybody they came up to me in the parking lot. I hadn't even gotten in the door good. And they were like, is it long? Like they wanted me to stretch it out. Because, you know, our hair curls up tight. And so when you stretch it out, it's really long. They're fascinated by that.
But Vicki, did they touch it?
Well,
Let's get into the topic
no,
of
we gotta
touching.
go.
Yes, we
Right,
have
right.
to get into the topic of touching.
so let me share my experience though. While it was uncomfortable, it did not make me angry because I felt like they were curious, and there's nothing wrong. I'm a journalist, former journalist, always a journalist, right,
Always.
Russ? So I understood that. But by the same token, there has to be some hair etiquette. Right?
I remember the 70s very well. I was a kid. 70s were awesome. In the 90s, I had a ramp. I kept it. I was cold too. I got it edged up every week. It was clean. But in the early 2000s, when I got my locks, and they were, I went through that awkward phase that we all know, and then they got longer. People had no problem trying to rush up on you and run and I'm like, so I had to. Because you can't just touch people, right? You just can't just touch people. And so I've had to admonish very forcefully, tell people don't. And one time, I'll never forget this, because I was fed up one time and I was in a bad mood, and someone walked up on me and said, "Can I?" And they always ask why they're already doing it. Can I touch your hair? Dylan, what I did to it, Doc? I said, well, let me touch yours too then. Face turned bright red and like all aghast and everything. I'm like, well, not now, you see.
Right. Finally got it, maybe.
You have
right?
a stranger running their fingers through your hair, and how just absurdly rude that is, So.
Let me just tell you, Antoine is very professional. I appreciate the admonishment and treating people. So let me just tell you, many a person has drawn back a nub trying to touch my hair. And when I had it and F remembers, when I had very long locks.
Right.
And somebody wanted to literally lift my hair to feel what it felt like. That's just like, okay, I'm going to walk up to you and run my hand up your shirt. Why would you think that you could do that?
Right.
I could have been nicer.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the challenge I have. Because this happened to me like a month ago.
Oh my God.
So I feel the same level of anger and annoyance and all the emotions, but I just have to channel it, and then I address it
Thank you
differently.
for doing that. We love that you're alive. Yes, that is right.
A larger problem, of course.
So that's where I'm going.
I mean, this is the elephant in the room, right? When someone feels that they have the authority to overstep their boundaries with you, okay, in so much as to touch your crown, which is very sacred, and so this is another reason why we are so incensed by it, because we understand the sanctity, right, of our crown, of our hair. But when someone feels like they have the authority again to overstep that boundary, that is what we are reacting to. Okay, and so it's a teaching moment as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to piggyback off of that, because I'm not some person that got fed up enough to do something about it. And that's why Creme Brulee is here. Creme Brulee is a multicultural salon, not because this area has a lot of people of different ethnicities, but they're the elephant in the room. I have worked in the industry for close to 18 years at different salons, lower end, higher end, with different ethnicities, different cultures. And what I deal with the most is biracial couples. They don't know. They don't know. So Creme Brulee is a teaching environment. If you have a white lady that married into a black family, she's never did black hair. She's never seen it. She don't know what to do with her babies hair when they have children. So I created this as a safe haven for them to come in to be able to get their hair done. White people, black people, Asian, everybody getting their hair done at the same time so they can begin to understand.
Right.
It is a journey. We need to be able to create and foster a culture where it's a teaching moment. And that's what Creme Brulee is. Creme Brulee is a teaching moment for you to sit there and understand, to have these smaller conversations, to say, you know what, well, this is why. I know that you're curious and you want to touch it. This is why it's offensive. Because they don't know. This is why this is offensive.
Sure, that's great.
I appreciate you for taking that challenge on, too. And
It is a
Rochelle,
challenge.
yeah, I bet. And Rochelle, let me ask you this. Do you believe it's more acceptable now to wear your natural hair in the workplace than, let's say, 20 years ago?
Well, I can say two things. One is people have evolved and understood a little better because of the prevalence of folks being unapologetic. I use that word all the time. I love you said that, Dylan. But here's the thing. I preach as much as I can, but we also teach, just by our actions. You are not smarter because if you're a man, your hair is shorter, or if you are a woman, your hair is relaxed or straight. The more people meet brilliant people, and they do not look at them and identify them a certain way. I'm the same when I walk in a room, whether my hair looks like this or whether I've got hair down to here that looks like, name somebody. and when people understand that, then of course that helps. So there has been some evolution. It is easier now. I would actually let my hair grow out a little bit and be really free and really wild. It would freak people out. But I don't think they would go, I think Rochelle has lost her mind. They would just go, oh, Rochelle has changed her hair again. 20 years ago, somebody might have said, well, I think you forgot to comb your hair before you left home. That would not happen. But there's still a whole lot. And I'm so glad Antoine mentioned what happened to him. We have got to get past this point where black men have to look a certain way, have their hair a certain way to not be threatening. Even though people are rude and they think my hair is not as cool, they're not threatened. I'm sick of people being threatened by black men because of whatever it is. So I'm glad we're having that conversation because Dylan is brilliant, whether he looks like this or whether he cuts it all off. And I need them to see him so that he's in these meetings and being seen no matter what people might have thought about what he looked like before. Things are better, but things can be better.
I was just going to ask Dylan, because you're with CREO and coming from that department, civil rights and inclusion, opportunity, do you have a different take on that, on people being more acceptable of natural hair in the workplace now?
Different. I mean, we've been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's been said already, but I just think that we're just a little bit more intentional, you know what I'm saying, about how we talk to people, what we say, how we dress, even in our team meetings. Like we're talking as if we accept you for exactly who you are, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we bring dialogue and we create dialogue. And I think conversations like these, and I go back to what you were talking about, Katrina, as far as just having a safe space to be able to have these type of conversations and putting people up on camera who may push the envelope or may not look like the norm, quote unquote. And I use quotations because we got to change that. We got to change that narrative of how we present or what is being presented and what is being represented. Like, if I think of a successful person, a successful woman, or a successful man, I don't want to have this one picture in my head. Like, we should have diversity there. So, absolutely, as being a part of the CREO team, that's something we're very extremely intentional about.
I was going to jump on what Dylan said. I mean, it's night and day what it was 20 years ago. Right? Let's just call it night and day. I remember definitively graduating college in the mid-'90s, and if you're a black man, you were told what your hair probably needed to be if you wanted to get a C-suite opportunity. But if you were looking for leadership opportunity, you were tailored a certain way. And I think what's happened is that a lot of Fortune 500, a lot of entities realized the talent they were missing because people were not having that opportunity to see great talent, right? And so you're seeing the opportunity where you're seeing a tremendously accomplished men and women that have natural hair succeeding. And so you have that image, and they're like, okay, we want to have them as well. So I think that's one thing. But then also, if we want to, let's get the other elephant in the room, there's a challenge that we have to see as a people within ourselves. You know, and I'm gonna pass it to you, because I know you're good at this, Nita. I'm gonna pass it to you. But I'm old enough to remember Good and Bad Hair in Spike Lee's movie, right? And that was an issue. And that was an in-house thing that we have to address. I have a couple of young brothers that I mentor. One of them was going to HBCU. Not going to name it. This might have been 5, 6 years ago. And they were saying, if you're going to attend this school as a young black man, you can't wear cornrows on this campus.
Wow. What school was that?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But, you know, this was at a HBCU. This wasn't at a PWI.
That's hard to
And
believe.
so that's a real narrative that we
Wow.
have to address in-house. Nefertiti could take it much further. I'm passing the baton, but I know she knows what I'm talking about.
You're absolutely correct. Representation matters. And so one of the reasons why natural hair is more accepted, and you know what, this is region by region, because I can go to New York, no big whoop, right? But it's region by region, right? Detroit is very conservative. We always have been very conservative. So representation matters. The more, particularly I see our young brothers and sisters, right, saying, look, this is who I am. I'm going to be who I am in all of its natural glory and beauty, the more accepted it is. But we, in my experience, have been our most controversial. I don't want to use the word enemy, but we have given we're the ones that give ourselves most of the angst.
Yes.
Because most of the stories that I have heard through the years, and most of the counseling I have done doing natural hair, right, and processing the thought is around, well, I don't know what my church is going to think.
There you go.
I don't know what my husband's going to think. I don't know what my grandmother's going to think. I don't know what my mom's going to think or my aunt's going to think. And so this translates into African American people in power, right, that are making the decisions based on a particular image, the conservative image, right?
That's right.
And so this is what we do to each other. So these are conversations that we've always had at Textures by Nefertiti in-house. This is the counseling that I've done for many, many years, is walking a person through that process, because it is mind, body, spirit, but it's really the psychological piece.
Psychological torture.
It's the psychological torture that we go through, and it's us.
From 20 years ago to now, when you said it's night and day, it's more like night and twilight. But we are our own biggest problem. We have taught white people, but we still have to teach each other. Like I said, that person who
undoing that needs to
a lot
happen
of
here.
undoing for what is accepted, because we wanted
Yes.
other people to accept us instead of us accepting ourselves.
Crown was mentioned. But just thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? Our hair is much more bigger than just, oh, I wake up and I just do my hair. Like,
Right.
it represents something bigger. It represents patience, wisdom. You know, it took time to grow your hair. You know what I'm saying? So developing that, you know, that type of wisdom to where I can sit back and I can be proud of something that took time. You know, so when someone tries to touch your hair, my mama don't even touch my hair, and that's my mama, you know what I'm saying? When somebody tries to touch your hair, it's like, man, you touching a journey, you touching a process. So it's just beautiful that we can, being able to say crown, because that's exactly what it is.
It's your antenna.
Absolutely.
We get it. It's our spiritual antenna. And
Absolutely.
it does, because of the way our hair grows out of our head, it does absorb energy. It's powerful.
So the journey, we know, can be long, painful,
Frustrating,
expensive.
very expensive.
I'm still going through it, trial and error. I grew out of the perm, and what did I do? I started getting Dominican blowouts and silk presses, and I was wondering, well, why in the heck am I growing my natural hair to get it blown out and silk pressed, and it took all my hair out, so I had to start over.
Different
So-
cultures, you didn't know. Different
Right.
cultures can withstand
And then
different things.
and then all the products. And my thought was like my natural hair would be stronger than my relaxed hair.
No.
And so I'm thinking it could withstand the Dominican blowout and the silk presses, and that just really just takes the curl pattern away again.
it
So
does.
starting over. So give us some advice. How do women, men embark on this journey, maybe, and reduce the pain of it all, so they can get to the other side, to the glory? The freedom.
Right, definitely. I would say consult a professional. You do not go.
Right, hello.
Right there. There's a T-shirt, consult a professional.
Full stop. Consult.
Consult a professional.
Say it again.
Consult a professional.
Research said professional.
Rochelle Riley, final thoughts. Take
Well,
us home.
I have three. I want to tell all of our audience, it is not what they call you, it is what you answer to.
Yes.
Right.
And the second thing is, if you don't do you, they will never know who you are, how smart you are, what you can do. So when India Ari saying, I am not my hair, we are not just our hair. We are more than our hair. But what I learned from Nefertiti in the 15 years that she took care of my hair when it was long and needed taken care of, it is literally one of the most important things about you. So if you're going to get a pedicure and a manicure and doctor's visit, you need to do this too. Anybody who's not taking care of their whole body, you cannot blame anybody else for that. It's like, I'm thrilled to make sure that we're having this conversation in a different way. Because yes, we've been having this conversation since the 70s, but it's a different conversation now. I mean, for there to be a multicultural shop in Detroit, where you're gonna have white people and black people in the same place getting their stuff done so they understand how it looks. So when my hair used to be long and not, relaxed, and then I come out with the bits like, what happened to your hair? It's like, this is what happens to black hair until something else is done. So this is a learning experience now for all of us. And if we can use that and just do it with hair, we can do it with everything, because that's the only way we're gonna get along.
Well, thank you all. It's been a great and critical conversation that we've had, and I hope that it has fostered some understanding and has moved us along in terms of ending natural hair discrimination. There are a lot of resources that you can check out at worldafroday.com. Thanks for watching.